Good morning. Everybody's kind of snowed in, or maybe a little bit this time of year. And, you know, January, like, I think every other month is like 30, 31 days, but January is like 80, right? Feels like it. Hey, we're getting to the end of it, so that's a good thing. So I just wanted to explain something that I'm trying to dissect here. We have a person, male or female, doesn't matter. All right, we have a person not happy. Red and blue, political drama, woven together. Woven together makes purple, just so you know. We have chakras, and this is science backed now. Like, we're starting to realize that the stomach is connected to the brain, and that there's this vagus nerve, and if we calm this nerve, we can do a whole bunch of great things. Well, here's the chakras, okay? We have the I know, meaning I know. You came to this planet without a nervous system regulation put in place. Maybe because we signed up for it when we were born to say, you know, you want to have this experience, but you're going to have this experience. You're not going to remember the I know, the crown chakra. The crown chakra. Heavy is the heart that wears the crown. Speaking of the heart chakra, the I see. I see. The I speak. Ooh, that's where my pain is. Why I'm speaking recently. That's the throat chakra. Throat chakra, I always have issues in the throat chakra. And I think I figured out why. The I love. I made that one bigger than the other ones. Accidentally, on purpose. I'm not sure. The solar chakra. I can. Anybody having pain in their gut right now? The I feel. I feel. There's a whole bunch around there, right? And I have the root chakra. I have. We know scientifically that the gut and the brain are connected through the vagus nerve. Breathing, what? Breathe in for 5, hold it for 6, let it go for 7. We'll get that chakra kind of open. What happens if one of the chakras isn't open correctly? Well, I'd say porn addiction, stomach cancers, reproductive issues, heart attacks. I always say the heart attacks are folks that are stingy with their love. Why are we stingy with our love? Well, because we get hurt. We get hurt bad. And then people tend to mimic what other people have done. And so our heart hurts. Look at my shoulders. So our heart hurts. Back to it. Okay. I speak. What happens there? Throat cancer. Thyroid disorders. Why would that be affected? Because we don't want to hear your emotions. We don't want to hear your emotions. We don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it. We don't want to know about it. We don't want to feel it. We don't want to hear it. We just want to be in our analytical brain and keep working and moving forward and making things happen. And we don't want to listen to the emotions. And so we don't want to hear you talk about your problems. We don't. Nobody does. That's the way we were made and brought up, and it doesn't get anything done. And so the I speak goes. The I see. Boy, what are we seeing? Political issues. We're seeing people fighting. And when you talk to them one-on-one, it's the funniest thing in the world. They're the blend. the purple, and nobody, I mean, some people, there are some crazy people out there that are like, everything should be traditional values and we shouldn't change a thing. And then there's people on the other side that are like, everybody should have equal everything. And, you know, we got to stand up for that. And democracy versus republic, the republic, you know, it's like, yeah, there's a whole bunch of things that classify those two areas. And if you actually sit down and have a one-on-one with somebody, you'll just find that we're all just like this. Except for those crazy few that, you know, just want to stand behind something because, well, they have all their chakras misaligned. And they're, you know, I feel. That's a big one. I'm just going to stay in where I feel because I don't know if I can. I think it needs to be the collective that does for me to find the love. And so I'm going to do nothing but speak about it because all these are quiet because this is all I. Brought down from I know. Spirit. Somebody right now is saying, you mean God. No, I mean whoever you subscribe to. This has nothing to do with if you're right or wrong. Because this is all I. I'm talking about what I figured out. And you're going to find what you want out of this and you're going to leave and you're going to be fine with it. And maybe start your own channel to do your I speak so your throat can open up and, you know, your chakras can all work together. So what happens when they're not all working together? Here we are. I went over some of it. Ugh. We're not at ease, are we? No ease. How about dis-ease? How about disease? So we're quieting, not listening to the original, the OG, before we were born, without all of these thinkings and feelings that we acquired from other people and other circumstances in our life that created trauma to shut down all of these chakras. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We know because we can feel some of them. Addiction. We know that we can quiet some of them. Overeating. This one gets pretty loud. Analytical. Alcoholism. We know nobody wants to hear us. Thyroidism. So we go and we take medicine, right? Well, medicine is a compound or personalized for treatment to prevent of disease, especially a drug taken by mouth or by, there's another way to take drugs, which drugs definition is a medicine or other substance which has a psychological effect when ingested or introduced into the body. Psychological effect. So let's see, what's psychological? Affecting or arising in the mind. Related to mental and emotional state of a person. So we take this emotion. Oh my gosh, I feel this certain way. I'm going to say this selenite that I have here, not selenite, citrine that I have here is emotional. Here's my emotion. Put it right here. Not gonna let it take me over. I'm just gonna keep on doing what I'm doing because I was taught that you wake up, make your bed, get out there, work hard, things will work out for you. Be a good person, karma, do that, do this, do that. I'm gonna ignore this emotion. Unfortunately, it doesn't work because here's your emotion sitting in a rock in your stomach. Your body's going, what the hell is that? I'm going to get louder and louder and louder until you hear me. If you don't listen to your dis-ease, lack of ease, I'm going to make it pop up. Thyroid problems, cancer, stomach ulcers. I still want to know what the foot problems are, though. That's probably grounding. So, anyway. So what do we do? Okay, so with the I see, I speak. We're all like, hey, you need to stop doing this. You need to stop doing that. You need to stop doing this because you're making me feel this certain way. You stop. There was no you in any of this. This was I know. Because you were born, you signed up not to know on purpose. But your I know, your crown chakra, is telling you that it's going to be okay. Everything that you've ever really witnessed, and if you're still here, you're going to be okay. But I see a whole bunch of bad stuff. So I'm going to speak it and yell it to everybody. Well, that's your energy. That's your big E. Let's say that the big E in ease is energy. Energy. And it's amazing. This is just coming to me. I don't know. It's amazing. You're amazed. You're amazed. It's sensual. This one, I'm going to say, is emerging. It's emerging. Because we've been putting away our emotions. And they're trying to emerge to tell you where you're not right in this. And if you don't listen, it's going to be disease. We're doing everything to try to quiet all of this, when all we need to do is listen. So like I said, this is energy. We're going to take this energy that you have, that you're putting out in the world, and say, I don't like this, this, and this, and this, and this. And this is bad, and this is bad, and this is bad. With usually no, like, okay, we have this, let's do that. No, it's usually just like, but I'm right. No, I'm right. No, I'm right. No, I'm right. Guess what? We're all right. Or else we wouldn't be here. Because the beings that be would have freaking taken you out a long time ago. Because they'd be like, you're not right, and you gotta go. Not saying that everybody who goes isn't right. I'm not saying that. I've lost a lot of people. I mean, sometimes though, I do realize why I lost them, because I don't think they'd be able to handle what's happening right now. And maybe their job was finished. You know what I mean? Maybe their job was done and they were just like, you know what? I'm going to spare you. I'm going to spare you any more of that. Or maybe they let the disease take over. So what do we do? Okay, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to take all this energy, get quiet, realize what of these chakras are not right. And you'll know, because it's where you're putting the rocks. If you sit there quietly, you could actually probably name it. I'm coming to think of a friend of mine that was brutally raped. I'm sure she is dealing with this area. I'm sure she's dealing with the I feel area. And it has a name. He's done past though, so wonder what he was dealing with that made him think it was okay just to take what he wanted. Probably the I speak. Nobody's seeing or listening to me, so I'm just going to take what I want. That's how I'm going to go and deal with it. I'm going to take what I want and just, that's it. I'm not going to even think about what is going on with this entity. We're all entities. Even if you wanted a traditional, say, relationship, you have to, why would you go out and find the perfect partner just to be like, okay, you're amazing. I'm really attracted to you. I think you're so amazing. Shut your mouth. Don't give me any troubles. Don't give me any drama. I don't want any drama. That should be, if you're dating and they say, I don't want any drama. It's like, oh. I'm like thinking, at first I was like, you don't want any, like, you know, if we fall in love, you don't want anybody to, you know, kind of cheat on you. You don't want me to create financial discord in your life. You don't want me to, you don't want any drama. No. I'm finding that those people that say that in there, they don't want to hear anything. They don't want to hear anything. Then they create the disease in their partner. So, like, how are we supposed to get through this? I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to take that energy that I'm putting out for the I speak, because that's where mine is. Even if people aren't going to hear me one-on-one, I'm going to go out and make these videos so that I don't get, so this thyroid disorder that I am totally wrapped up in gets healed. All of this energy, I'm going to pull it back into how do I heal that area. Remember, there's 7, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to listen to him. To me, it's him. To you, it could be a purple dragon. That's whatever. Because I don't know. It could be. It could be. Whatever. Whatever you subscribe to, dude. Like, it's all you. I know. I see. I'm going to try to make sure that what I see is positive. Now, I'm not talking about deleting people out of your life necessarily. I'm talking about just seeing the positive. You can almost see the positive in anything. And it's kind of funny. Like, I've seen other people not see the positive and really are in their bad feelings. And I'm just like, did you just see that? Like, that bald eagle just, like, kind of, you know, do a little thing there? Did you just see that? Did you just, and no, they don't. Or even if you point it out to them, they're just, yeah, that's cool. Anyway, so she did this to me again, and it was horrible, and I don't know what I speak. Obviously, I already went over this one. I love. It doesn't say I love because that person has the same views as me. That person is doing that with me. This person is standing behind me. This government thinks exactly the way I do. It doesn't, there's none of that. It's just I love. It's just I love. I can. In your gut. Got any gut problems? Oh, I can. I've had ulcers. I can. How many people tell you that you can't? It all lives in here. All lives in your gut that we know scientifically. It goes to your brain, the analytical. I'm going to take all of this energy that I'm putting out in the world. Woe is me, woe is me, woe is me, whatever side you're on, victimhood. I'm better than everybody else, blah, blah, blah. Taking it all and putting it back into me. And these chakras. The I can, the I feel. the sacral chakra. I wanted to go back to I can in the belly. It's also the solar. Make sure your vitamin D levels are up. This goes deep, guys. Like, the I feel. Let it. Let them, right, Mel Robbins? Let it. Let it feel. And let that stone in your belly move where it needs to go to heal you. It's trying to tell you. And boy, is it loud. And it will just get louder. Anxiety, depression. I have. This one gets you because sometimes you're like, do I have enough? It'll create some serious anxiety that pushes the motion into a little thing right there in your gut. That's where I hold mine. Yours could be different. It could be, and gut, I mean, it's not just gut, it's here, this whole thing. So back problems. So why are we wasting our energy to get all upset at everybody else and everything that's happening, which 90% of it probably isn't even real. If you actually got out of hermit mode, which we call it in tarot, hermit mode, and trying to self-preserve and actually went out and talked to people, you would see that everybody's going through the same thing and they all have the same kind of views. Within reason. I mean, we're only a few degrees apart here. Most just want good things for their kids, good things for the community, good things for everybody involved. When people start getting crazy, it's because it's 6'7". I just realized that the kid that made the 6'7" thing lives right in my area. By doing calls, I found actually they called me, that like, he's like just right in our neighborhood. I thought that was funny. But yeah, it's the balance. There was another one that I looked up that, was really interesting. Medicine, for example, a compound personal for treatment, prevention of disease, a drug taken by your mouth, but oppositions of that was antagonism. Ooh, that's for my political war speech a little later today. To prevent undesirable. Undesirable. Where is your undesirable living? Where is it? You need to take all of this energy and put it to it. If it's your I have, if it's your I feel, the I can. The I have is the root chakra. So maybe grounding, which is going to be really hard with 10 feet of snow on the ground, but get out there and ground. The I can, the solar. The I love, the heart chakra. The I speak, the throat. The I see. But don't forget, is this going to be my guy? Here's my guy. Don't forget that the I see, that's that third eye thing that they talk about. I mean, you have to be really under a rock to not think that any of this is right. You might be out there fighting for everything you believe in all day, but when you get home and you lay down in bed, you know this is right. Why do I feel that right there? Why does my heart hurt? So this is how we're going to heal disease. By healing your unease. you're not at ease. You're not calm. And the first time you know, the first thing and your first inclination is to realize that you're not at ease. Not at all. That's how my mind was. It was showing up, bubbling up. And here we are. So anyway, I hope that helps somebody. And I hope you have an amazing day.